You've spoken with Donald Trump. Allegedly, he called you his favorite president. What did you discuss? And maybe again, what do you admire about President Trump? And what do you learn from him?
There are several things that I admire about President Trump. The first is that I think he's provided ample proof of this in his first presidency. He understands the nature of the cultural battle. He has openly confronted socialism. His speeches openly target socialism. He perfectly understands the woke virus. And that is, of great value because it means understanding what it's all about. Another thing I truly admire about him is his courage. In fact, thankfully, thank goodness he didn't get assassinated or killed. But it was by a small chance occurrence that could have killed him, just because he moved at the right moment. And yet that didn't intimidate him, and he went on. And in fact, during his first campaign, and in this one as well, in the second one and third one, they criticized him, insulted him, offended him, said awful things about him, made up all sorts of horrible stories about him. In that respect, I can say I deeply relate because probably no one in our history has had such a negative campaign from all the media like they did to me. But let's say they were quite similar. This is why it's so interesting, and I was so deeply moved when last night I also got to meet Sylvester Stallone, because Sylvester Stallone talks about, well, how important is that no matter how hard they hit you and keep on hitting you all the time, despite all that, you keep going on and on and on. What I'm trying to say is that so many of Sylvester Stallone's approaches are truly inspirational, don't you think? So imagine I'm about to give the speech and I see Sylvester Stallone, and Sylvester Stallone knows me. It was truly insane. I had to pinch myself. I mean, this can't be true. And besides, well, the people were wonderful with me last night. They've been wonderful today. I've taken hundreds of selfies. I mean, it's truly been, I would say, it's been my break, let me say, after almost a year in office and having to face all sorts of media torture because the journalists who have vested interests and are corrupt are professional torturers. Yes, because they invade your personal life, your family, and your privacy. Let me tell you something to show you the kind of garbage the media in Argentina can do. They sent 3 drones to spy on me at my presidential residence. To spy on me. Do you think that's right?
No.
Exactly. But that kind of thing happens in Argentina, not to mention the many lies and horrible things they say. I, for instance, remember that time when my father was hospitalized. My father is a man of a really strong character who has had 2 heart surgeries, all right? And one day a journalist was saying all sorts of lies about my father. My father was hospitalized and he almost died of a heart attack. So that kind of thing is what journalism and the press do in Argentina. So they start to attack your private life, your mother, your father, your sister, even my dogs that I absolutely adore. They are the most wonderful beings in the universe. They even target my 4-legged children. So imagine that I've been in office for nearly a year. A year as president, and since they can't criticize my management except by lying and distorting the numbers, they meddle with all these things they have been doing all the time since the year 2021, when I officially entered politics. And I've seen what they've done to Trump. So that also makes me relate a lot to him, because he's a true warrior. He's a Viking. He's a Viking. He's literally a Viking. I mean, he is someone I admire for how he has kept fighting in the face of adversity, even against all odds, and still he managed to win. Amazing. And and that's why I can relate that much. And I've also seen how he's been unfairly criticized, like when he was accused of protectionism or when he wanted to discuss some matters within the context of public debate regarding the design of monetary policy as regards the Fed. And basically, they have accused him of things. I mean, isn't he entitled to give an opinion as a president? I mean, any citizen could give their opinion, even more so a president.